Welcome back to Atlanta Falcons franchise. Here we are in week 2 taking on the Seattle Seahawks, who are starting out 1-0. We lost to the Falcons in week 1, 35-10, and already people are already clamoring for sliders changes, saying it's too difficult, it's too hard to run the ball, Bijan's been completely nerfed, and as I've kind of said and stayed true to, I'm not going to overreact to just one game and change the sliders and then have an up and down roller coaster of a season. They're staying the same for now. If it gets too unrealistic after a couple of games, we can make an adjustment, but not this week. Because maybe the Dolphins just had a really good run D that week. And maybe with the Seahawks, it's going to be a different story. They're allowing the 6th most rushing yards per game after 1 week, or 6th fewest, I should say. They're 6th highest in the rankings, only allowing 60. So this will be a good test for us against a good run D. Maybe we can expose them. They scored 35 points in week 1, which would be the exact same points that the Dolphins put on us. So we'll see how our defense kind of reacts. And we'll pretty much do our practices and pop right in. Kenneth Walker could be a problem. We didn't tackle that well last week in week 1. But also, we're bringing out a lot of new rookies. The tackling ratings are a little bit lower for these younger guys, still learning the fundamentals of the game. So again, not going to overreact. We got to build our players up, not give ourselves a crutch to hold ourselves up. We're also making changes like Dylan Stanley is officially into the starting lineup. The rookie out of Stanford is going to be playing over Caden Ellis, who has been a great player for us over the course of this franchise that has clearly just lost a step now that he's 30 years old, And that's pretty much what it comes down to. He was a great player for us, but his time's kind of up. We drafted his replacement, and when it's noticeable that you've lost a step, you can't just keep going out there. You have so many great players that we're used to seeing at certain positions, and then suddenly they fall off a cliff, and it's like, well, you can't really take them out, but there might be a better option underneath on the depth chart. Eric Kendricks is kind of one that comes to mind, where he was one of the best linebackers in the league and then completely fell off a cliff, and you just can't keep trotting him out there. Unfortunately, we're going to be without Matthew Bergeron today. He's got an abdominal tear, which is going to leave him out for the next 4 games probably. But that brings in new opportunities for players underneath him on the depth chart. Riley Wheeler slides back to left guard, and the rookie, Will Hart, will start at center. It's decent run blocking, still a long way to go. And that's another thing with our offensive line and running the football. We're not a great unit right now. Lindstrom obviously is a monster. Jedrick Wills is a better pass blocker than a run blocker. Jake Matthews is just kind of there. He's a right in the middle type of guy. He's like completely fine. Better, like slightly better pass blocker. I'm looking at the run block finesse at an 81. That's good. But not really an amazing run blocker. Kind of middle of the pack in the NFL. He's just okay. So it makes sense that running the football might be a little bit more difficult. And of course, yeah, you've seen the defense. Got big expectations. Some dev traits have been revealed. Deion Dobbins, star. Jason Carrington, star. And I would imagine some dev traits get revealed pretty soon. Gonna have to wait a little bit on Will Hart, the center, of course. But Quentin Drummond, it could be him today if he plays enough snaps, which is possible. A little over 60. And the undrafted free agent with superstar development. Again, I've explained this before. Any undrafted free agent, rookie, with a development trait is instantly revealed in free agency. So you don't sign guys out of free agency with hidden. It's automatically revealed. When you sign them, it's still revealed. However, when you change their position, it jumps back to hidden. So we know he's superstar dev. It's the only reason he made the team. He's not very good. Somebody thought he could maybe make a move to linebacker. I don't see it. Tackling, pursuit, block shed, all horrific. Can't rush the passer at all. That's not his game. Now, what is his game? I have no idea. He definitely sucks, but if we can develop him to be a good coverage player, maybe he ends up seeing the field in some capacity. I'm not forcing it, that's for sure. Ooh, player spotlight on Devin Witherspoon, who is now going to be a third-year player out of Illinois. Gotta adjust my internal clock with some of these players and not call Anthony Richardson a rookie in the Super Bowl last year. But that's past us. I'm just so focused about real-life football. None of this video game crap. It's only my whole channel, pretty much. But Geno Smith, still the quarterback for the Seahawks. Should be the final year of his deal. So we'll see what happens. Here we go. Falcons, Seahawks, Battle of the Birds from one coast to another. Are these the two farthest separated bird teams? Seahawks all the way up in Seattle, Northwest United States. And, I mean, Florida has the Jaguars. That isn't a bird last time I checked. Buccaneers, certainly not. And the Dolphins, could be a bird. But, yeah, I think it's got to be. Unless there's nothing southwest to northeast. So it's got to be. There's no particular need to even mention that, as DK Metcalf just catches a skinny post right up the seam there for 29 yards to start. They got me worried about geography. A lot of you have been asking what's going on with my GeoGuessr channel and showcasing some of the geography skills. Just been busy with the main channel. I think it will return at some point, but it's not like I've been playing it very much. I've been focusing on the main channel. Although, speaking of geography-related things, in my Riverside Royals dynasty, you can see where different recruits are from, and it gives a state abbreviation. And it was the AK state abbreviation, which I said was Alaska. And for the smarter viewers watching, you go, what's the issue? That is Alaska. And I had people going, Alaska as AK? AK is Arkansas, which no, it isn't. Look it up. That's all you have to do. But they're like, oh, I'm going to correct the Bengal, even though you're wrong. It's the arrogance that is what upsets me. Not being wrong. Not like, oh, I think it might be Arkansas. It's not that. It's Bengal. It's Arkansas. You're an idiot. And Bengal is so rude to his fans. Am I? Or am I rude to the ones that need a talking to? All right. Dylan Stanley. Big tackle for loss. It's 3rd and 12. We're going to pass commit. Try to get after Geno Smith as well. Humphrey's going to be on Will Dissly. Looks like he's staying in the block. It's another one right up the middle. Saw DK Metcalf burn us, and now it's going to be Jackson Smith and Jigba for a first down. We played great defense leading up to that. If they're going to run the ball, we're going to make it challenging for them. However, if they're going to pass the ball, they have 3 very formidable receivers, and that could end up being a challenge as Humphreys cannot make the tackle. A.J. Terrell saves a touchdown, but Walker gets enough of the edge to make a play there and outrun Deshaun Humphreys. 1st and goal from the 4. Still have to be aware of the run. Zach Charbonnet checks in. It's going to be a pitch to the outside. It's a great play call. It's also a great tackle, but just 1 yard away from a touchdown. Jose Carrington, the rookie out of Tennessee, making a play. Here's 2nd and goal from the 1. We're going to try to shoot a gap, I think. Here's a run, and that is swallowed up. The rookie Deion Dobbins was there, as was Jose Carrington again. The rookie out of Tennessee making big-time plays on defense. Hope we can see one on offense. Our starting center now from Tennessee. Here's 3rd and goal. Slant off the head of Kenneth Walker. Jeff Okuda credited with making a play in that spot, but just bad timing. Probably would have been a touchdown if he was able to get it to DK Metcalf, but Geno just threw it right into the back of the head of Kenneth Walker. Tough route combo in that spot. If you're going to run a slant, you probably don't want a route going right up the field to block the window to throw. So maybe he was on Kenneth Walker for just running a really bad route. I'm not sure. And here comes Trey Lance. Was awesome last season. Had a couple bad games, of course, but mainly was awesome. Last episode, not so awesome. No touchdowns, 1 frustrating interception, and we need to bounce back today against Seattle. Now, they had a big first drive, took a lot of time off the clock, and we're not going to abandon the run. Of course, I pinned a comment last episode. We're going to just keep drilling into the comments for no reason. But actually, no, there is a reason. Bijan had 13 carries for 39 yards, or something very close, averaging like 2.9 yards per carry. And of course, the comments like, you got a 99 overall running back, you refuse to run the ball. We were down like 25 and averaging less than 3 yards per carry. Was I supposed to just keep running it? What was supposed to happen? That's a stupid tackle. That's Texas legend Quandre Diggs hook him on Bijan Robinson, another Texas legend, and it's 3rd and 9. Yeah, we got to be able to make people miss in the open field, and we're not able to do it on that occasion. It is 3rd and 9. They're not blitzing. We're throwing it to Bijan, and we're going to get the first down and more. There goes Bijan, his 2nd catch of the game. This one a lot better than the first. Didn't want to necessarily throw that, but he just looked like he was going to be the most open. Biggest opportunity for run after catch to get that first down. You know, it's always dangerous to throw short of the line to gain on 3rd down, but it just felt like the right move in that spot. As they're going to continue to kind of just stack the box here, it's really, you know, a scary-looking defensive front where everyone seems to be in a gap and then freeing up linebackers to make plays on the inside. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we can keep just running the ball on 1st and 10. Might have to be a little bit more balanced with our first down methodology, as we're going to throw to Kyle Pitts, who makes the catch and gets the first. Didn't really utilize the mobile ability of Trey Lance too much in the last game. Might want to try that a bit more. And maybe we can audible to runs when we see only 4-man fronts if they have 3 linebackers. I trust our offensive line to get out in front and pick up these blocks and give us a little bit of a room to work with. And there goes Bijan Robinson. He is tackled by Jamal Adams, but had a lot of space. It's a nice run, but it could have been a great run. Great job to get to that 3rd level of the defense, but wish he would have done better in the open field to avoid that tackle from Jamal Adams. And again, 4 down linemen. We'll count the 3 outside linebacker, or the 2 outside linebackers and 2-point stances. We're going to try to run the ball. Tyler Algier into the game, big time power, and that is nearly a good block, but we get kind of we bounce off of it right into a tackler, which sucks. And that is the first half. Or nope, what? That's the first quarter. Down 3-0. 2nd and long. At least we're in field goal range, but obviously we have aspirations of much more than just a field goal. However, the middle of that field looks wide open. We're going to run the ball with Bijan and look for some type of space. It'll make 3rd down a bit more manageable. We just can't really seem to find a ton of space yet. But we're going to see what happens. 3rd and 6. I don't really like what Kyle Pitts is doing. We're going to send him vertical. Maybe space out the field a little bit. Bijan on a Texas route. Something's going to be open. Here we go. Snap the ball, Trey. I'm spamming A! Snap the ball! We had 3 seconds when the last audible was done, and we can't snap the ball in that amount of time. It's these stupid animations they make you watch. Let me snap the ball when I want, especially with the play clock running down. And now we're just forced to kind of throw it and kick a field goal. Dumb. Super dumb. Hate that. But Younghoe Koo doesn't miss these. So it's going to be tied up at 3. It's going to be tied up at 3, right down the middle, never in doubt. And I don't know that we would have converted on the 3rd and 6 anyway, but we didn't even get the chance, which is what frustrates me. I don't regret, you know, hot routing Bijan to kind of like that Texas angle route out of the backfield. What I think is stupid is that I can't snap the ball because Trey Lance is like looking around for a few seconds. Just snap the ball. You gotta know to snap the ball. I'm spamming A from 3 seconds, so that wasn't the issue. It was a stupid game, but defense gotta come out, make some plays. They're gonna run the ball. Dylan Stanley's right there. Kyrie Yankee's got a not arm tackle in that spot. Stanley's having a good game so far, which is more than we could say of Caden Ellis from a week ago. The rookie linebackers are making plays. Deshaun Humphreys has been a little bit whatever to start, but Dylan Stanley and Jose Carrington, the 2 rookies, have made awesome strides. And that is an awesome play by someone that impressed me last week. Jason Carrington, the 6'4" rookie corner out of Michigan State, makes an incredible play one-on-one with DK Metcalf. Now, he does get beat, but it's that 6'4" size that enables him to get back in the play and save a big-time play by Seattle. That's an awesome effort from the rookie. Gotta love it. Let's play a little bit more conservative here. It's 3rd and 11. Don't want them to get the first, but They're going to take a shot down the field. Javon Holland! First interception as a Falcon! Welcome to the team, and there's a return possibility as well. Javon Holland back down to the 32, and maybe that's the best safety we've had the entire series. Jesse Bates has been underwhelming despite being an amazing player in real life, but Javon Holland already making an impact. Looked like he may have been beat down the field, but no. Lurking it perfectly, playing right underneath the route. Maybe if Gino's able to lead that all the way down the field, they can connect to a big play for JSN, but it's not to be. It was really right where it needed to be if Javon Holland couldn't get back there, but he did. Big time play, big time momentum shifter. Now let's capitalize with a score of our own. Might end up taking a deep shot here, although the crosser to Drake London sure could end up being open. We're going to play it a little bit more conservatively. Find Rashid Shaheed for 5, and this is the type of spot where I might want to run the ball probably 2 times in a row. 2nd and 5 to make it hopefully 1st and 10, but 3rd and short, and then 3rd and short run to get that first. There's Bijan, nice block, big stiff arm, and a 1st down for Bijan. More running of the ball. Decent blocks, we just couldn't hit the hole. I'll take 4 yards though, could be worse. Oh, nice cut from Bijan. One-on-one. Ankles destroyed for Jamal Adams. We're inside the 5. See, Bijan's starting to cook. We just are running the ball better than last week with no slider change. We're just being a little bit more patient, a little bit more decisive when we can. And the blocking is a little bit better so far, I would say. Here's 1st and goal. We're going to work off play action. And Quentin Drummond, you need to get out of your break faster. Not a great throw from Trey Lance, but this should be a touchdown. I mean, yeah, it's more on Trey Lance and Drummond. All right, I'm making a perfect route combo here. We're reading the middle of the field. London on the slant unless the safety comes down. Pitts unless the linebacker, that Mike drops back for Pitts. Then it's Drummond underneath. Should be man coverage. Let's see what gets open. Pitts. Touchdown. Feel like we designed a perfect play to beat what the coverage appeared to be, and that's exactly what happened. First touchdown of the season for Kyle Pitts and Trey Lance, and for the passing offense in general. Of course, Trey Lance. Of course, it would be with Trey Lance getting his first passing TD, but you never know. We drafted a rookie, Jake Meeks, who could end up seeing the field at some point. But big touchdown for Kyle Pitts. Good drive, and that's just how we needed to bounce back. All courtesy of the Javon Holland interception. Big play. We're setting heat on this play. Let's see what they do. That is heat, but Gino's able to get rid of the football. All right. Good reaction. I do think our defense is best, though, when we send a ton of pressure. We have great speed at linebacker, and the blitzes really let us use that to our advantage. Of course, they pick up the 1st down there. I think it's an effective run blitz, but it just didn't work that time around. But when we can really use the speed and athleticism of our linebackers, I think our defense plays a lot better. We force the ball out that much faster. And that, dude, the DBs not animating on the ball when it's right next to them is really starting to piss me off. Happened to Jeff Okudah last game as well. He's right underneath, able to make that play, and just doesn't. Why? We're blitzing. Oh, that is wide open. Bates takes out the legs of Smith and Jigba, but it's another big play for the Seahawks. They're inside the 10. And hopefully we can play a little bend but don't break defense, keep them out of the end zone like we did last time. If they want to throw quickly to Tyler Lockett, it's a takeaway. They didn't throw quickly to him. That's my counter. They didn't throw quickly to him. That was deeper than I expected. The safeties are not able to get over in time. And it's a touchdown for Lockett. It's a good route. It's a good route. Right over Dylan Stanley. I don't necessarily blame anyone on this. Of course, if someone had to take the blame, it would be more so me than anybody else. Because, well, hopefully, Okudah would have taken this guy. Holland would have shaded over. Or if Jesse Bates would do anything. That's tough. And then Terrell would have this in the back of the end zone. But yeah, you're leaving a linebacker one-on-one to run down the field with that. When we dropped back initially, and I saw him cut to the outside, I go, oh, he's running an out route or a corner or something like that. And then I came back to cover this underneath. Just a great route concept for the touchdown there. We got a ball game. Here's Quentin Drummond, the rookie out of LSU, looking to make his impact on the game. And as I've explained, he's someone I want to get the football more. We have to figure out a way to get that speed, the football. There's George Espinoza with the rare touch. Second-year player, fullback. He's got the cowboy collar, the bulldog face mask. And he just doesn't typically get on the field that much. But makes a nice play there. If he can just leak out and get opened, or open. Don't get opened, ugh. But if he can get open, you know, he's capable of making a play or two. Trying to find a place to go with the football. There is Quentin Drummond. That's what we need to do. Get him the football more. We're having a good day passing the ball, and it could be a great day if we can get him going vertical and open down the field. That is the 2-minute warning. Good half of football so far. We could look to make this the final possession of the half, but also if we have an opportunity to get a score, I'm not going to pass it up for the sake of killing off, you know, an extra 30 seconds or so. As, which was reading Bijan, was reading Drummond, could not decide to go with the football, didn't want to throw a pick, end up just holding it for too long and not getting anything done. Pass needed to go to Bijan. I just did not want to throw a pick in that spot. There's a wide open Kyle Pitts, though. Nice stiff arm. Going to be 3rd and 1. Gotta convert here. Gotta convert here. A draw is certainly not what we want to do. Why is everything a pass? It is 3rd and short. I'm not doing a pass. Something to Bijan. Something up the middle where we can just guarantee a yard. That's what we need to do. Jumbo set. Should have maybe picked something out of I-form, bring that fullback into the backfield, but this works to perfection. Okay, this is as stacked of a box as you'll probably ever see. However, we have 3 tight ends, so it makes sense. We're going to use that to our advantage because we don't have typical tight ends. We have tight ends that can really catch and really get down the field. And we're going to find one we usually don't. It's John Fitzpatrick! And Fitzpatrick down to the 1. His first catch, I think, of the series. He's celebrating, but also hurt. He may have injured his wrist. That's why we keep him in as a blocking-only tight end. He finally gets a catch, and unfortunately, he's hurt. Devastating stuff. We're going to try a run here on 1st and goal. There goes Bijan. He did not get in. Wow. I thought for sure that was going to be a score. We might just call it again. Now, we don't have great blocking options. Espinoza in as a fullback. I was hoping Bijan could use some power to get in, but we're not able to. And it's a broken hand for John Fitzpatrick. I mean, how do you not run the ball in these spots? But we're getting stuffed. Maybe a design rollout. Maybe nobody picks up Bijan. Slant open. Couldn't throw it. Nearly intercepted. It's 4th and goal. CPU wants us to go for it. I like it. I like it. 4th and goal. Points before the half would be nice. I think we do get the football as well. But we're on the 1-yard line. We're going to take a risk. Bijan trying to get in, and he does. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And, you know what? Wasn't pretty, but the Seahawks do not complete the goal line stand. Bijan just gets barely enough of the football over the goal line to make that a score. That was really, really close. And it's so close, in fact, that it's going to be reviewed here inside 2 minutes. It didn't really get a good look on any of those, and they're actually going to overturn it. They're going to say Bijan did not cross the line to gain, and that's okay. I know we get crushed in these spots usually. They're going to run the ball. We're going to shoot a gap. Caden Ellis is going to make a play. Come on, Caden. Seahawks down on the 1. Run up the middle. It's play action, and it is a 99-yard touchdown unless Dylan Stanley can do something miraculous, and he can't. They go play action from their own 1. Every time. Every single time. they get on their own 1 or 2 yard line, it's a guaranteed 90-plus yard touchdown on the drive. What a turn. What a turn of events. What a devastating conclusion to the first half. Play action here to end the half. Trying to lob it up. It's actually intercepted on the throw out of sack. Just get me to the third quarter, dude. Okay. God dang. Just, You know, we played a little bit too aggressively for the safety. For sure. A little bit too aggressively. I don't know that we probably should have taken the field goal. You know, I'm trying to win this game, not lose it, you know what I mean? I think playing not to lose is very different than playing to win. You get the ball on the 1 yard line, yeah, it sucks that we go 4 tries and can't get in. That sucks. No question, right? But at the same time, you know, you'd like to think that we're able to do it. You'd like to be able to go up 17-10 in that spot. And then get the football to start the third quarter and build on that lead. Obviously, you go up 13-10 and then try to make it a 2-possession game anyway. But I still feel like we made the right call. It just didn't work out. Now, the complete sellout for the safety expecting a run on the 99-yard touchdown, that's just a mistake I'm going to continue to make, I guess, because I want the safety, and it just continues to kill us every time. Although, even when I don't sell out, we allow the 90-yard touchdown anyway. So maybe it's better to sell out with the hope of something good happening to us when something bad's going to happen no matter what. I don't know. Kind of a bad way of looking at things, but we allow a huge score every time. Here's 2nd and 3. Offensive line, please hold up. That is wide open. Drake London. He actually catches it. Drake London inside the 10. All right, this is how we bounce back. Offense came out ready to play. We're running the ball well. We're throwing the ball well now. Just don't know if we can score in the red zone. You know, the one time we did it, we were barely able to. Bijan's doing everything he can to get close. Can we actually punch the ball across the line? We're going to try to follow the fullback, Espinoza. Can we get him to jump? Nope. Here's the snap. Bijan picked the hole. We can't get in. It looks like there's space, and we just can't do it. We tried diving over the line. Bijan looking for enough space and finds it. They can't overturn this one. We're tied up in Seattle. We're fighting back. We're fighting back. You know what? Sometimes things are not going to go your way. Oftentimes, they're not going to go your way. But it's how you pick yourself up and bounce back that's going to end up deciding your fate. And hopefully our fate leaves us at 1-1 after this game. Looking for a big win at Seattle. That's a tough place to play, obviously, here in Lumen Field. And you know what? We're doing the best we can. 3rd and 4. Let's step up here. I wanted my safeties to be up a little bit more. I don't know how to cover these guys on 3rd down. Just somebody's open. No matter who I try to help towards, somebody's open. Deshaun Humphreys can't wrap up, but the rookie Deion Dobbins is there for the TFL. He was our first pick, top 10 pick. We have high expectations for him. Haven't seen his impact as a pass rusher yet. I don't know that he's a pressure, let alone a sack. But a couple TFLs. Here's John Graves. I fought to make him stay on the team. And there's the ball coming out, and look who it is making the play. Jose Carrington. He continues a dominant day. Seattle falls on it, but Jose Carrington, I mean, this guy's an animal right now. Just screams past Charles Cross. Speed kills, and Jose Carrington just killed Geno Smith. I'll tell you, we might have found something special with the Carrington brothers. They just keep making plays. 3rd and 20. Don't allow a big play. Back up, play conservatively. You know what? They got close, but they didn't get it. 4th and 3. Don't go for it, please. We won't be able to stop you. Michael Dixon, another Texas legend, going to come on to punt. He was actually phenomenal at Texas. You know, You know that a punter is special when you're noticing how good they are. And Michael Dixon was so good. Now, it's a problem that you're punting so much, and Texas certainly was in those times. You know what? They've bounced back, and another great punt from Dixon puts us inside the 10. We're going to need to go a long ways, 94 yards, to get back in the end zone. We can do it, though. Yeah, if Riley Wheeler wanted to block anybody, maybe. It was actually the rookie out of Florida, Georgia, Dean Savage making the play. We thought about drafting him, didn't end up happening. I also think they have Tyrone Winthrop as well, the rookie out of Iowa, the pass rusher. I think he's wearing number 76. As Pitts is open, that's a good throw as well. Jordan Brooks doesn't have the speed, and we're finally getting Kyle Pitts a little bit more involved. Second catch here on this drive. But it's so amazing for Pitts. 2 catches on this drive, 4 I think total in the game, maybe even 5, with no targets because I never throw him the ball. Kind of nuts. There's another tight end, Neil Madsen. Tight ends are eating on this drive. Made it nearly back to midfield here. It's not going to be a great play. The 17th touch for Bijan today. I mean, if you thought we didn't feed him the ball last week, certainly can't say that today. Last play of the third quarter, no. We're gonna sit on it. Go into the fourth, tied at 17 with the football. Let's keep going. Absolutely 4-down territory here. Obviously, we'd look to avoid that spot, but just based where we are on the field, you know, this is go for it territory if it's 4th and short, and it may be. It's 3rd and 1. You know, I want to give George Espinoza a carry. We average 0.7 yards per play call. I don't even remember running this. George Espinoza, what do you got for us? Fullback dive. He's just completely shut down. There was space, too. Our coach wants us to go for it. Do we bring out Bijan? I think we do. We just need blocks up the field, please. Here we go. Bijan fighting for it. Gets a push from Jake Matthews as well. That was big. We're taking a risk by having Kyle Pitts not on a block and release and just getting him vertical. This could go very poorly. But it shouldn't. Drake London wide open. Nice throw. And Drake London again kind of eating on that cross. He's one of the last options that you actually look at on that play. But made a couple of nice catches. 2 for 68. Yeah, I get that he's wide open, but we've seen him drop wide open passes before. Way too often. Kyle Pitts, great route, great throw, and a second touchdown for Kyle Pitts. We'll take the lead here on the road late. Kyle Pitts making a big impact. This was a big drive for him, and he gets his second touchdown of the game. Celebrating with Drake London, who's also made a nice impact today. It's a great route, and that's also a mismatch. Bad job from Seattle, although here's the deal with Kyle Pitts. What do you do with him? Who do you put on him? They tried the safety, Dean Savage, but a rookie safety known for his run support, not exactly going to be making plays in coverage against one of the league's most explosive tight ends, one of the height, weight, speed freaks. Oh my goodness. Will Dissly. He's made a couple of catches today. I don't know how it keeps happening. One-on-one, Terrell, nice play. Would have been nice to get the interception, but we'll just play for the knockdown there. I'm going to keep trying to shade inside. That's where we've been beat the entire game. And if they want to throw to the outside, great. Dissly had a foot out of bounds there, so that's incomplete. 3rd and 10. Linebackers are going to need to get a lot of depth here. We're going to shade inside. We're going to pass commit. I did a lot of different things there. That's the inside shade. Not working at all. It's a really good drive. Don't really have an answer for the Seahawks right now. We're trying to, but everything they do seems to be working. At least working when they need it to work. Not every first down has been successful, although a lot of them have been. But whenever they need it on 3rd down, they got it. 1st and goal. Throwing to the end zone. Jason Carrington, nice play. Saves a touchdown. Probably could have gone for the interception there, especially with his ball skills that we saw at Michigan State. Nice play, though. We'll take it. Quick throw. There's Ian Thomas. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 4. Obviously 4-down territory. Yeah, I like the idea of sending the big guns out here. Big boys up front. You want to run the ball? It's not going to work. Gino under pressure, throwing short. They'll lose a yard on the catch. 4th and goal. This isn't the game if they don't get it, but you'd certainly like to get it. Throw to the end zone. Caught by JSN. There is no window for the ball to go. It's one of the best throws I've ever seen. Gino just layers it in beautifully. Jesse Bates right there. Carrington in pursuit. And this one might be coming back. I'm not sure if that's actually a touchdown. And I don't know how we can't challenge it. It's not inside 2 minutes. But they're going to review it anyway. This would be a major overturn. And the second call today that the officials have gotten wrong for a touchdown. I'm not sure he's able to drag his feet there. It's very close. I don't even know. Does the right foot ever come in? They're going to say it did. And I don't know. That looked really, really close to me. Obviously, I have a bias in thinking that it shouldn't be a touchdown because I want to win. But let's say he gets possession there, we'll say. The left foot is underneath the ground, but his toes would be out of bounds here, right? Unless you're saying he's catching it there. Okay, that frame could be slightly different. If you say he has it here, I guess the right foot could be dragging, or at least it's close enough where you can't tell. Yeah, I guess that's too tough to overturn. 2-minute offense. 2-minute drill. Here we go. That is the 2-minute warning after a run for no gain by Bijan. 2nd and 10. It's got to be Rashid Shaheed. He's got room to run. Witherspoon was close. Oh, Rashid Shaheed just destroyed the angle. And got, a few extra yards after that catch. That, after you expected him to be tackled. Nice work. Here we go. There was a one-on-one on the outside, but I didn't trust it. We can keep running the ball here. Not, like, exclusively, per se. But we don't have to be a one-dimensional offense. Here's 2nd and 6. Check down to Algier, who usually does not catch the football. That looked like a face mask. The dangerous tackle. And all we need is 3, by the way, as well. And we also can't get iced because of Young Wei Koo. I mean, what do you do here? I think I don't really feel comfortable running the ball in this spot. Pitch wide open. Get it to him. Nice catch. Survives the contact. Under a minute. Still have not called that timeout. 7th catch of the game for Kyle Pitts. I'm going to try running the other way. Just get one block from Jake Matthews. There it is. Big block on the edge from London. There goes Bijan. Juke back to the inside. Seattle calls their first timeout. Bijan's in the zone. He breaks a tackle. Bijan powers through another. 1st and goal now on the 3. We've called a timeout with 11 seconds remaining. Going to try Bijan up the middle. There's Power. He's shut down. We're going to call another timeout. We're going to try to get on 2nd and goal. Bijan breaks through a tackle. We're going to call our final timeout. And we're going to try a game-winning field goal. Wow, Seattle. Good ice attempt. And here is the potential game winner. There is some wind. Young Wei Koo going to have to unload to hit this one. Here is the try. Long way to go. It is good. Young Wei Koo drills it with just 1 second remaining. I cannot believe he had the leg for that. With 1 second to go, we are going to squib it. No chance for a return. No chance to bring that offense back on the field. Here is the final attempt. There's the tackle by Troy Anderson, and that is a hard-fought win, 27-24. We're going to come away with the win. That was a tough game, some highs and lows, but also, our defense played great. If we didn't run commit when they were on their own 1 at the end of the first half, which was, again, a little bit too aggressive in hindsight, they don't even get another touchdown on the board. We end up winning by a little bit more. So, really fun, really close game. I pretty much tried to play perfect in this one. Didn't really take a ton of chances with Trey Lance, especially not in the third quarter. 20 for 25 for 276, 2 touchdowns to 1 pick. Pretty similar line on the other side. Geno did average more per throw. Had another touchdown as well, completed fewer passes, but both played well. I know not exactly, but if he doesn't have the 100-yard pass, apparently, which you can't even have, but 99.5, those numbers look even better for us. Rushing, Bijan ends up averaging 4.6 per carry. This is why I didn't want to change the sliders. That's exactly what a really good average is per game. And you're going to have those good games. You're going to have some bad ones. And this also included a lot of short yardage runs. I think things are fine. This is why I don't like overreacting. However, Kenneth Walker was only able to officially break 1 tackle, which I disagree with. It was more than that, for sure. But only got the ball 9 times for 8 yards. Our run defense dominated. And again, no slider change. This is just the variation you can get on the same sliders against different teams. It happens. This was a really fun game. That's what we're playing for. Really fun games. Again, they're saying a 100-yard catch by Jackson Smith-Njigba. He ends up having 6 for 179 and 2 touchdowns as a result. Pitts with a big 2-touchdown game. We threw the ball to Bijan quite a bit. Drake London was nice, and Quentin Drummond, the rookie, only ends up having 1 catch, but it did go for 29 yards. Just didn't really force the ball to anybody. This was a really well-balanced game. Maybe the best that we've played in the entire series, all things considered, because it was hard. They were getting pressure. We had to get rid of the football quickly. They were stopping the run better than we've seen from a lot of teams. Just a really good game. Made plays when we needed to. Jose Carrington, that's my game ball on the defense side of the ball, at least. 2 tackles for loss. Had that sack, of course. He was everywhere. Made a ton of plays. I also loved what I saw from Jason Carrington. Javon Holland got his first interception as a Falcon. That was a big play that could have sparked a lot. Didn't end up getting into the end zone, though. And Jose Carrington, of course, had that forced fumble. Drummond recovered 1 because he fumbled on a kickoff. I don't know if that ends up making the video, but it did happen. But great game, great result, and we are 1-1. I'd love to see a dev trade upgrade challenge for Jose Carrington in the next episode if that's possible. He had a great game. I'd love to see it rewarded. Now, he could also already have Superstar X Factor. He almost certainly does not. Could have Superstar, though. But, yeah, no such luck. Just that it's going to rain at Carolina. So, our first division game of the series, they're 0-2, but pretty similar rated to the team we just played in the Seattle Seahawks. So, wouldn't take a ton of stock in that. Ooh. 6'2", 270 about from Deion Watkins. Finesse moves. And yeah, this was a draft class with a lot of potential pass rushers. And a lot of these guys look pretty good. Finesse moves, power moves, tackle. Ezekiel Pleasant, another guy from Stanford. 2 were drafted last year. Here's another one. Also appears to be a great athlete. Ezekiel Pleasant could be a pleasant addition to our defense. And I know we have the big 380-pound defensive lineman, the rookie Johnny Hamilton. However, we might need a little bit more juice from a pass rusher on the inside. Now, I know he does have like 83 or 84 power moves, something actually pretty ridiculous. But at the same time, he also only has like, 59 speed. So doesn't really have a ton of juice as a pass rusher, despite having good rush moves. So we could still look to get a defensive tackle in the draft, especially if there appears to be a generational one. But we are a long way away from that. We have the Lions pick, but not ours. Gonna need the Lions to start losing some games. That's for sure.